Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
My favorite symbol is the tree of everything. Hello, Sag. How are you? This is Psychic Tracey Brown coming to you to do your September horoscopes. How are my Sages today? What is around Sag for the month of September? Let's take a look. If you would like to get your own personal reading, please text me at 213-458-7408. But also, please subscribe, please like, please share. All right, Sag, what's around you? Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Sagittarians. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Sagittarians are your children. They're your loves. They are your beloveds. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. 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 What's around you, Sagittarius? Let me just make sure of something. Good. What is around my Sagittarius? All right, let's take a look, guys. Let's move this around just a little bit. Page of Pentacles. You know, I'm getting, oh yeah, okay, all right. The first thing I got with the Page of Pentacles, but I think I might read it. Is good news concerning money, good news concerning employment. That's the first thing I'm getting. Also, my squirrel is sitting. I'm going to give this squirrel energy to Sag because this is the cutest thing I've ever seen. I actually hate this squirrel. But we have this relationship. And Sag, you can have the squirrel energy because this, what I just took a picture of, is so cute. So if anybody wants the picture, let me know. But I packed my animal book, but I'll look it up for you guys because that's the cutest. Let me show you guys. I don't know if you can see it, but this girl is literally laying in the bed of my bird feed. Like, look at him, literally. I've never, and he won't move. Like, I think he's sleeping. This girl gets on my nerves. All right. This definitely involves employment, but it's good news. Also involves creative energy. Also involves taking one energy and transforming it into something better, or taking one type of energy and transforming it into, no, taking an energy. Let me show you guys. Taking one type of energy and look at her feet. That's a mandala, right? But it's a mandala that's no longer working for her, right? Now, she's perfectly balanced even though she's on one foot. So she's a real thinker, right? It's kind of like a yoga position, you know, downward dog or something like this. And you could maintain that balance. Or it reminds me of holding something on your head and being able to walk with it, right? Like that is someone that is so versatile, but it's mental versatility, right? To do a yoga position and sustain it, to walk with a book on your head and sustain it. Like ballet dancers can do that, women in Africa can do that, and still hold a child, still be pregnant, and still have another mental agility, right? And so getting this energy right here to dissolve in the ground, right? Notice she's in the forest. So we're not losing this energy. It's going to get dissolved in the ground because you've already picked up a different creative tool, right? But you're smart, right? Because it is balanced. You're so smart, right? And look at her head. She's not worried, right? Even part of the way her head is tilted lends to this balance, right? And then what's here is being dissolved in the ground. But interesting about this position, she doesn't walk away from this energy being dissolved in the ground. She participates in it being dissolved in the ground. Because if there's anything that she needs to pick up later from that energy, like she stayed with it until it dissolved. So it's almost like gardening, right? You ever made any faux pas in gardening, but you stay with that tomato. Like you know you can make, and a tomato sometimes has to die, sometimes has to be transformed, right? So you don't necessarily get rid of the soil of the tomato that didn't work. The soil is never going to be your problem, right? Maybe you need to figure out something different to make that tomato grow. She has figured out something different to pick up something else and to make this grow, right? This is going to turn bigger because look at her hand. She's got her grasp on how this is going to be woven, right? That's the first part. Oh. I just want to read it real quick because you got some really good cards. But Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, two of my favorite cards. So let me just make sure. I like reading from the book anyway. Page of, Queen King, Page of Pentacles. A new course of action, a new course of studying something. All right. In this book, the the pentacle is like sent spiritually. And in this deck, you make your spiritual quest, right? You put a quest out there, you think about it, it is done through your own hands, right? Definitely through a financial gain through work is what I got. But also, oh, look at this. Also kindness. I've got this thing of acts of kindness. I want to know what everyone's act of kindness is. Brag about your acts of kindness. But I'm not just telling Sag. I got to tell everyone. But I start with you first. Something about something new. Learning something new. Participating in something new. Eager to learn about a new world. Right? Yeah. It's a new course of study, right? That encompasses a lot, right? It's a lot. So let me give you a good example in terms of a new course of study. Okay, I'm going to bring this up because I actually thought of this as the balance beam, right? So let's say one of you Sagittarius are going to write a story about Simone Biles as an example, or a fictional story, and it's about Simone Biles, right? But you know nothing about ice skating, nothing, right? But you love Simone Biles, right? What do you think you have to do? Study the world of ice skating. Get into like where it began. Was it ever a black invite? How did Simone Biles get to be, you know, one of the leaders in a place where money prevented uh, black women from, or black men from getting it? See what I'm saying? So whatever this is, it's a new course of learning, right? That's why this chip, let's call them chips. This is a Mandela. This is a Mandela chip. That's why it's so small, right? Because you're going to make this big. You're going to make this big as you made this, but this is useless, right? Today it doesn't work for what you need to do. So what do? You allow it to dissolve. You did this. You put this in the ground. Because what comes out of burying something, except the dead? Only good comes out of burying something. Think about it. Yeah. Yeah. Right? We bury seeds, right? In magic, if we don't want something to return, we bury it, right? Actually, same thing with the dead. We don't want smelly bodies and zombies, right? So what do? We bury it so that it can be transformed for all the little microorganisms to invest in, right? That's making sense now. Okay, it's making sense to me. Only to me. But whatever this is, it brings about two things. It either brings about love, new love, right? Or it brings about something that you love. Here's what's interesting that I like about this deck, which I have not used this deck in almost a year. But circumstances have changed, and I was forced to use this deck, so I'm really learning to love it. And what I like about this deck is how the hands are at the heart chakra, right? So it looks like you create the love. The love is available to you, but you create it. And there might be some water essence in love, like watery essence. Emotions are tied into this. Or not passion, because passion's fiery. No, it's emotions. And it's tied into something dissolving and something new learning and creating and all that good stuff, right? But this is love that could be where this is at, one, or this is love that you produce. This is love that you decide. You decide. No one decides for you. You decide. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Definitely creativity. Definitely. Definitely creativity, and inhibited creativity. Passion kind of comes with the Knight of Wands. It's kind of passionate, but it's passionate in a way where you're not fighting for the passion, right? A lot of times passion is fought for. I'm so passionate about this. I have to do this. That's not what this is. This is, I am this. This is me. So the passion is not no longer forced. It's, you don't care anymore. It's just you. So a good example of this type of passion, only because she does have drums in her hand, is someone that's a street dancer, right? Street dancer does not know if it's going to receive money when they put out the bucket, right? They believe they will receive some change. But the bottom line is they just do it and they just create it. And that's all that really matters to them. That's a different type of passion. It's a passion that's just in me. Even though it may have started out as, I must be this in life. It just is. It's just you. As your hair grows naturally, right? Whether you work at it or not, whether you do something to your hair or not, your hair grows, right? That's the passion here. It's so automatic that it's not a thing. You ever meet a singer, right? What does a singer do? Sing and sing and sing. It's annoying, right? Do you know a singer? Oh my God. Sing and sing and sing. Do you know a dancer? Dance and dance and dance. You know a musician? They start perking up and they hear certain beats. Oh, that's a beat right there. That's what this is. That's what this is. So what is it for you? Is it science? Right? What is this? It's natural. Go with that. That feels so natural. Beautiful thing. Love is coming, Sagittarians. Love is coming. Love is coming. Oh, I'm so excited. You know what's interesting here? This root. I don't know if I saw it here, but I didn't say it. Or if I saw it here. Oh, I saw it here. Okay. But this means root too, right? Because we're putting it in the ground, right? What are we doing here? What are we doing, students? We're putting it in the ground. We're planting our seeds. What I saw in this card, because her hands are a little dirty, right? As if she was a gardener, right? Planting this mandala, helping to dissolve this mandala. So what I saw here was, could be a little bit of work. Just got to get your hands a little dirty for love. You know? That means if you got to fight. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. Wait. Ciao. One. Oh, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, ciao. That means if you got to fight another hoe out there, do it. Do it. You must win. You must win. You must go after what you want for love. Okay. I was going to yell at you, but I don't need to yell at you. But you must win. All right. Could be a water sign man. Right? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces man. Kind of acts a little cocky, this man. Kind of thinks he's of royalty. He's a little cocky, but he's a good man, so don't discount him. Because the 4 of Cups tells me that you are not looking at him the way you could be looking at. You don't see him for who he is right away. You don't recognize him as being the one, right? I don't know why, but I feel like he might be attached to somebody else, and that's why you don't see him for who he is. You have no idea. You run into him, you meet him, and then let's say he's married, and it's like, oh, but you don't look at him because he's married, right? Which means it gives you an opportunity to know the person, because Spirit's not even letting you understand that this is the one, right? So I feel like you're working with this person, right? Okay, so then Eight of Cups shows up, and the Eight of Cups shows up next to the man, right? So this is the man, and this is walking away, right? So what's the man walking away from? Walking away from a relationship, right? And then we got the drama, right? Well, my wife left me. Oh, are you okay? You understand? And then you start thinking, he don't have a wife no more? As good as we get along? How could his wife leave him, right? Or her. How could her wife leave her, right? Right? Because it's 2021, right? So we got to be fair, right? How? Wait, what happened? What? You're like the greatest, right? But he doesn't need to hear it, right? He doesn't need to hear your compliments. He's cocky. He kind of knows he's the greatest. And yet, this is a scenario that is hella sticky, hella this, hella that. Whoever the wife is, she's mean. And he's going to pay a price for not doing what she had always wanted him to do, whatever that is, right? He going to go through hell. And so you're going to watch this, and it's going to be like, do you like him enough to take on these problems, these issues? And you know, Sagittarians, y'all are the type to be like, nope, 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 right? But is it worth it, right? Will it be worth it, right? Because this is my Two of Cups. This is my surrender card. This is surrender. And this is my new beginnings card. Oh, new beginnings, but not having all the choices you thought you should have, right? It's getting what you want, not what you want, right? This also has the potential to have mother energy that could push you to look at it differently, right? I remember my mom, I went to look at apartments, right? And why my mom was I think my mom was taking care of my baby. And normally she leaves on a Friday, comes back on Monday. But I said, I'm looking at an apartment tomorrow. Do you want to stay and look at the apartment with me? And I remember getting a psychic reading, and the woman said, there's a yellow house. She says, you're moving into a yellow house. But when I was looking at the apartment, it's so easy to forget sometimes what psychics tell you until after the fact. So I said to my mom, do you want to look at this apartment with me? And she did. And we looked at this second floor apartment in a house, yellow house. And there was a bunch of college kids renting out this apartment, and it was disgusting. It was college dorm room disgusting. These boys did not care. And one of the boys had a girlfriend, and that's why this whole thing was splitting up. And so I met the girlfriend, the boy, and the other two roommates I didn't meet. And I looked at it like this. And my mom looked at it like, this place is beautiful. I said, no, it's not. She said, Tracey, fill out an application. This place is beautiful. So I did. I filled out an application. Of course, they gave me the apartment, right? When all was said and done, that apartment was beautiful. And when I left that apartment 3 years later, when I got there, he couldn't give the apartment away. When I left it 3 years later, people were fighting over the apartment because they were viewing my apartment while my furniture was there, and people were in love with the apartment. And so I'm getting something like this for you, where Mother Energy might be able to convince you what a diamond looks like, right? Like, might be able to buzz in your ear about the value of this type of person coming into your life. I don't know. I think, but you don't get what you want, right? So it's not a diamond from Africa, right? It's not a Neil Lane diamond, right? But could it be a Herkimer diamond? Just as pretty. Not the same value as diamonds, but in the long run, sometimes something so shiny other people want. So take the Herkimer. This is Herkimer, given to me as a gift from my group mates. Let me show you. I don't know if you could see it. This is Herkimer, given to me as a gift, right? From the state of New York. So pretty. And just my style, just enough for me. Wait, hold on. You know? This is just enough for you. This is a gem. Might it not be designed perfectly? Yeah, well, it happens. But it's perfectly designed. Anyways. All right. Oh, God, I went way over. The Lovers, the 10 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. I'm still getting magic with you guys. Metaphysical. I'm getting metaphysical. Magic. What are you creating? What are you creating? What do you need to learn? See the moon cycle? See astrology? See mandalas? See writing, feathers, plants, herbs. What are you contemplating? Get nice and dirty. Yeah, because there's a family coming. Yield your magic. Oh, child. Sag, what are you going to be doing? What is this? Yield your magic. Child, this is nice. You know, finally, deception is out the way. Complete balance. Don't be surprised if something big comes along. So let me explain something. Oh, talk too long. This is something big that has to get dissolved, right? Because this also means not that much money, right? Paid, right? The beginning stages of something, especially if it involves new learning, right? So this is not as big as this, right? But this is the capability of it being big, right? And needing some work, right? But justice always means big, always. So any legal decision will be within your favor. And this is the Page of Cups, which is good news, exhilarating good news that then leads to something big. But this means really big, not a little big, like oopdalopta big. I don't know what that word is. I just made it up. All right, so we get some romance out of here. Oh my God, Sag, look at you. Look at you. Stay completely zen, right? There could be some attacks, maybe attack on character. not from one person. It looks like a lot of people. Stay zen. Don't invest in anyone trying to debilitate who you are. Did I use that phrase and wording correctly? I hope so. Because it could be somehow around work. Hold your head up. Hold your head up and keep your center core clear. I think yoga could benefit you because I feel like this could turn into some weird emotional crisis, right? But no one wants you crying right now. Like, I don't think you can avoid this. So stay strong in this, right? Warrior up. Warrior up. All right? There's not a time for emotions. It's kind of like, child, please. Right? Not like, what? What? No. You have to be like, all right, noted. Oh, he said this about you. Noted. Noted. Thank you. All right. All right. I'm not finding relation. You know what? I'll tell you why I didn't find it. Because it's all up in the reading. By the way, this is for male or female. Yeah. All right. Whatever's about to happen is good. It's like victory, movement, lots and lots of movement. Could be more than one thing that comes to you. Could be like, it's not just a thing. It could be, I'm getting up to 3 things and I'm gonna stick to that. But this is you kicking it in the air and just celebrating. So let me just show you something in terms of how this is being lined up, right? So we get the 8 of Pentacles, right? I think it's create, magic, create, right? All right. But then the magic card comes up, right? And that's crazy, right? Extra craziness. But you guys can't see it. Oh, let me push it this way. Okay. And it's crazy. Then the Justice card comes up, right? And that is balance. That's something going big, being part of a big system, being part of a big team. It's not little. This is huge, right? So what do we got here? This is and this is the magic, and this is something big corporations, and this is the sun, all right? And this is the 9 of Cups, which is like so happy, like you can't even understand why you're allowed to be this happy. The sun is about success and fulfillment and achievement and affirmation. What are you affirming? It's about empowerment. It is masculine energy. So what was the part that I told you? Like, no emotions. You can't believe, he would say that, she would say that. You have to be like, that's interesting. Thank you. Positive thinking, rational thinking, but it's joy and hope. Look at this card. It means the same thing. Enrichment, blessings, spiritual victory. You gotta go after spirituality. You gotta go after spiritual. You gotta spirit. Don't mistake what this is. Public recognition, celebration, good health, happiness, prosperity. Invention, scientific know-how, emotional well-being, the dawning of a new day. You light up my life. You're my sunshine. It feels good to be alive. But a ray of sunshine enters your life, and you're going to see and feel like who knows what hope feels like, right? We know how to say it by way of reading about it, but Hope is something that you're going to feel, but it's not, oh, I hope I get this, right? That's anxiety. It's hope in you. I have hope in you. It's Maya Angelou. I have hope in you. Does that make sense? All right. Oh, child. All right. Good fortune, health, happiness. Um, I did candle magic, and I told everyone to wish for health first. Health. Don't wish for nothing else. Put health before everything. Everything. Put health first. Put health before your children. And then put health on your children. I should say that to all the signs, but it didn't come up in the other signs. I think I just need to do a reading about how to pray for health, I think. All right, God. What's the final outcome for Sag? You guys, I went way over with you guys. I never do that. So I only listen to Spirit. So when Spirit says do, I do. Spirit, it's not me. It's never me. When I do these readings, don't think I'm here. I've already left the building. All right. Let's see. I love these cards. Yin. It's so pretty. I'm loving this like raspberry color lately. Yin. How could yin not be good? I hope so. How could yin not be good? Come on, God. Yin has got to be good. All right. Yin. Oh, look, and there's spirit inside. Look at spirit. There's actually spirit on the side here and spirit in the front, but you can't see it that well, but I see it. All right. I love it. You know what I would do? I would take these cards and, which I might do now that I'm thinking about it. I love these cards so much that I think I'll put them on canvas and then put them in on my house. Like, I think these cards would be very pleasing on canvas. All right. Yin. A central meaning, the feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. Do you, okay, the art of conscious allowing. So let me give you a good example. I always got examples. There's someone out there that believed that I did not take care of the woman in them, right? And because I had made a faux pas mistake, it was a really bad mistake, that what she believed that I did not take care of the woman in her was the art of allowing it consciously. Because in a way, she was right. She was wrong. But it was in that moment that I could not defend myself. And it was more important to her to feel empowered against me. And I knew that. I knew that there was something about her growth that I could have inhibited. And so when this situation came up and she had felt like I hurt her feelings, or as she put it, you say you take care of women, but you did this to me. I knew in that moment she needed to grow. And I knew explaining my behaviors was not the time. And I also knew that God will allow one day for us to have a conversation about how this went so far left. Because I was not wrong. I did something wrong that affected this person, but the intention to hurt was never direct. Sounds crazy, I know. My point to you is, I knew enough to get out of my human self and cuss her out, right? Because that's the human me. But I knew enough to take care of the woman in her, to give her an opportunity to power up, even if it meant powering up against me. That's the art of conscious allowing, or a form of it. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you. Poles to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others. How many times have I had readings when it comes to relationships, and I say, don't break up. Observe. Don't be so quick to end this. Observe it. It doesn't mean you're not going to end. It means you're giving yourself enough time to know why this person's not the best for you, or to see other factors coming in, because maybe you don't have the whole story and you're breaking up too soon. Most times you observe to make sure you never invest in this again. So it implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shape, not the shaper. And you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. This was nice, but because there was such a relationship thing going on in the first part of reading, there's different messages here with every card. I'm going to read the relationship message. Let others take the lead. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you, allowing their actions to speak about them. Allowing their actions to speak about them. Allowing their actions to speak. Positive or negative, actions are actions. Don't be mad at yourself when you don't look at negative actions. Positive actions are so easy. Zero action is negative. Avoidance is a negative action. All right? Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. All right. Sag. Ciao, y'all. This is a good reading. Ciao. Sag. All right. Happy September. Happy life. Happy relationship. Happy changes. Happy the art of conscious allowing. All right. It's done here. This is so pretty, though. I can't end with you guys because it's too pretty. That's my problem. I just love what I do so much. I actually can't end. Bye.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live.
Let me see what you guys said.